like more than 2 weeks. There's a spider in the wheel.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna record it.
What are you gonna record?
So, spider web. Said there's a spider in the tire wheel, but you don't see anything, right? But then, wha-bam!
Oh, there he is.
Spider.
Oh yeah. He's tucked in.
Yep. It's a cutie.
He might be dead.
We were coming. Oh no, it's not dead. We were coming to check out this.
Very dim. I don't know. It has 3, 4 lights in there. I think it's a night light. I think it's supposed to be on.
Is that like always on though?
I don't know. I came out here at dark to get Marla ready for the show, and I was like, what the hell? The tail lights are on Krystal. And I went in and looked, and none of them were on. But there's some sort of
there's something on
voltage coming back there. Maybe his toggle switch is bad. We're just going to leave we're going to turn the batteries off.
That did it. Sure enough, you took the power away.
We'll figure it out. There's more crap to deal with.
Oh, snap.
These tires pull these huge rocks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Okay, bye.
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a nice day out today. It was super cold this morning. You can see my breath pretty good. But the sun is coming up over the trees. The sky is clear. There's no wind. And man, it's great. So I'm standing here in front of this empty space. And you know why it's empty? Because, man, Black Betty is mobile again. I love it. So, anyways, the reason I brought you out here this morning is because Don Mccord's going to stop by. He's got some welding he wants to do inside of his trailer. And so he's going to come over and he's going to try out the Everlast welder with the aluminum spool gun. It'll be something super exciting because neither one of us have ever messed with it. But we're going to try and get it together and put down some welds and fix some spots on his trailer for him. And in the meantime, he'll be here in about an hour. And in the meantime, we're going to get after reconfiguring that dump valve, because I think that dump valve can be configured to, yeah. And so we're going to go ahead and reconfigure the thing if I can find the proper fittings. And we're going to get her tested and see if we can't make this air suspension do what it's supposed to do instead of doing the opposite. And so we're going to get after that real quick. We're going to start up Krystal, let it warm up and move it. And then we're going to get Betty started up and aired up. And but let's get after reconfiguring that dump valve and see if we can make her go. All right, so what I'm thinking is, I don't know how well you can see, but right now this part of the valve is open when there's no power to it. And what we want to do is have the air line hooked up to something that's closed when there's no air to it. And I think that means taking this vent out and switching these two lines around. And so we're going to try and get this fitting here to come out. Hopefully that's the thing. Yep, it is a thing. And then we'll configure it. We'll configure it this way. And actually we're just going to we're going to quickly move the thing around, and then we'll blow in there and see what we come up with. Let's get this it's so interesting how that truck idles itself up, and I'm not really sure why it does it, but it does. If you start it up, and that's Krystal, by the way, you start it up, and You start it up and it idles at about 500, and then after a couple of minutes it bumps it up to to about 750. It's just weird. All right, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna put this in that, and then we'll use this fitting in this hole and we'll see what happens. I'm guessing that's how. All right, so we'll put this fitting in over here, and I'm just guessing. I probably could have looked last night online, but I didn't. And so I am just guessing. Where this makes the most sense. I would say probably straight up and down. And maybe rotate it a little. I don't know. What we'll do is we'll just try and make it work, and then we'll worry about the best position for it once we know that's actually the way it's going to be. I might have to shorten her up a little bit too. Let's see, I heard Krystal blow off air, so she's ready to move. Alright, now maybe rotate this thing just a little. Alright, let's let's give her a... Everything I've done with this has made it worse. This right here will fix it though. Let's start her up. Let's see what happens. And while we're letting this truck air up, we'll move Krystal out of the way. Must get the keys. All right, so this truck's sitting here, and she's aired up them airbags. And so I'm gonna go and throw the switch. And you guys watch the bags and tell me if they deflate. If so, that means I got that thing right and life is good. Yep, the dump works. That's awesome. It's so awesome. Man, that's awesome. So, I got to looking at it last night. I'd actually sent a message to my buddy at Fleet Pride and said, hey man, I need one of these, normally closed. And then I got to looking at it, and it is just exactly the same kind of solenoid that is on a fan switch. And just depending on how you port it, it can be normally closed or normally open. And so, super excited that it works the way it should today. I'm going to put a couple more zip ties on some of those lines. And then this truck is complete for this trip home. I got a couple days left, and I'd like to just take a break. I want to help Don today. And then Devlin's coming tomorrow. I want to help him try and get Fiona on the road, and so we can get that truck delivered. We're gonna move X over into this zone for the transmission job, because when I come home, I got two things planned when I come home from work. Big hole on the cabin sleeper on this, which might take about half the time that I'm home, and then transmission in X so that I can have the drive shaft dropped off and get it worked while I'm out at work. And then when I come back from work, I'll put the drive shaft back in that, and we'll get that truck moving. And then it's just gonna be mobile. We'll do some work on the air system and the electrical just so we can move it around. We'll get the seats back in it, get the window regulators in it, clean it up, maybe throw some carpet in there, and get to working on lights and stuff. And then after the first of the year, he wants me to do brakes and bags and bearings and bushings and exhaust. We'll get that done. We'll get some wheels and tires on there, get her polished up, slap a bumper on, and we'll drive this truck to Iowa next year. I'm super excited to see it go. It's going to be going to work here in the United States, and I'm super pumped about that. And so anyways, we'll bring it back. All right, so I'm going to move these tanks. These were intended to be Marla's tanks, and I mean they still have the potential to be this one's not super bad. This one could be polished up and put on there, but the other one is the other one's in bad shape. This one doesn't have any real wear on it, and we may polish that one up. But the other one, this is the driver's side, and the driver's side has the biggest dent. So we may polish this one up and put on there. It just depends. Tim's talking like he's gonna come get this truck. And if he does, I'm gonna send it. coming up the driveway. Up. Wherever. Sticker's coming off, Donnie. Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a nice day today. Finished up some projects that I've been working on, and a buddy of mine called me and said, hey man, you got aluminum welder? And I said, well, I got my new Everlast Cyclone 262, and I just happen to have, brand new in the box, aluminum spool gun, and I've got the operator's manual, and so I figured, heck, we should be able to make it happen, right? So Don rolled by today. He's got the reefer trailer out there, and you know, neither one of us are welders, but today we're going to open up this box. We're going to sort through what comes with it, and we are going to fire this welder up, get inside that reefer trailer, and try and weld some flooring. Now, can't promise you that this isn't going to be a goat rodeo, but we're going to give it an attempt, and Don's going to do the welding today. He's a professional welder, semi-professional welder, and never welded in his life, so it should be pretty interesting. But like I said, we've got the parts, we've got the Everlast Cyclone 262, and we got the will to try it. And so let's get out there and see what we can do. Okay? All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this box, and we're gonna see what comes in it. So, you know, welders come in all shapes and sizes, all over the spectrum as far as pricing. And you know, I needed a good welder, and I've been watching guys, you know, some guys got YouTube channels, and I've been watching them, and I decided that the Everlast was a good welder. What do we got here? Oh yeah, spool gun. And we got in this, I think this is just a filler diller box. Yep, it's a space taking box. We'll put that in there. Put that over there. Well, let's look what comes in the box. Okay, so this is a Parker Torchology, and yep, looks like standard issue, long long stinger. Let's see, let's lay that down. Let's unspool this thing. It looks like we're about 20 feet. Man, that's cool. We may not even have to pick this welder up and put it in the back of the truck. That's cool. 25 foot, I'd say. And I'm just going to assume, I'm going to make an assumption here, that guy just unhooks his since it does require gas, guy's going to unhook his wire. Gives me opportunity to change over to the dual shield, since I was going to do that anyways. And yeah. So my assumption is that you just put this in where that came from. Interesting. So I guess we open up this door on the side and oops. We wheel this wire back in. And then we put this puppy where that came from. I was about to get in there and get busy. You want to use a blue wheel if you're going to use a flapper. You probably already know that, but a red one will just clog up on you. All right. Okay, and then we just got to get a spool of wire. And then we got to read the manual. And so as far as it hooking up is pretty good. Seems kind of effortless. And we can check the QR code and download the manual. Let me do that right quick. It's always good to kind of follow instructions. I like to just wing it, you know what I mean, initially. But scan the QR code, comes to parkertorchology.com, and here's the book. So we're going to go ahead and give the book a little look over, and then we'll bring you back. Okay, so we got our spool of wire here, and we got our spool gun. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take this cover off. Then you're going to take this and you're going to put it on the outside, okay? Then you take your spool, get a fresh cut. You're also going to open your window, okay? And make sure that this is loose. It is. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to hand feed this wire through the nylon insert guide, and then we'll place the spool. All right, now you'll bend this back down and let that tensioner rest on the spool of wire. I think then we can put the cover back on and tighten that on. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to look inside there. We're going to see that I completely missed that, so we're going to take this cover back off. Now, there's no worries. That little tensioner is going to keep pressure on that spool. There we go. I got wire going through there. Use our fingernail, push that wire into the front half, and we'll push this wire tensioner in, and we'll just snug it up slightly, and then close our window. Then we'll go back over here and put the cover on. I think probably leaving the cover off until you have that part done is probably prudent. And then make sure you snug that down, and then this thing should be ready. And so, you know, when you weld aluminum, I used a spool gun once when I was 18. I had a, was it a 32-foot tandem axle aluminum dump trailer, and it had aluminum frame. It wasn't frameless, it had a big aluminum frame, and all the webbing was cracked. And every time I came back to the shop after working it for the day, I'd come in and I'd weld all the cracks. And you got to move pretty fast. You know, if you wait too long, it'll blow right through. Aluminum's kind of touchy. I'm not sure what gas that it requires, so we're going to look in the manual, see what gas. Right now we have Ultra Mix on, 7525, and I think it's probably going to use straight CO2. So we'll get the manual out, we'll check and see what gas we need. We'll rotate out the bottles if necessary, and then we'll get this thing over there by the trailer, and we'll see if Don can work some magic. Now Don might have to watch a couple YouTube videos to see how to do it, but I think we can get him set up and make some stuff happen. So we'll bring it back. All right, so I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to take this tube off, and then we're going to try and find a way to mount that air filter inside. So we're going to put it in here and just give a look, see what we got. Might be easier said than done. Okay, all right, and then now that that end's out, then we can put it up here and take this end out. Okay. This end off. All right. Now we can get a look at putting this filter over here. You know. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. My glasses are on the ground. Okay. All right. So now we just need to get that 10-inch clamp and then figure out a bracket. I think that'll be a lot better. The only bad thing about having that like that is the heat from the turbo. So we're gonna have to we'll have to build a heat deflector in there. Keep that heat off of this. And I guess we could make it higher by putting in an additional space in there, which we may do. So we'll get that clamp, and it's going to take two probably. We'll get that clamp and we'll try and make a bracket and see if we can't get this air filter mounted. And then from there we can come back with some elbows and go out there, come this way and out that way, and bing bang boom, Bob's your cousin's nephew. You know what I mean? But we'll be back. All right, so what we did was we ended up moving this air filter forward, and then Don got us hooked up with a special made bracket we had in stock. You want a bolt washer combo?
Do you want some
nut combo? You want me to put this one in down here first? I'm feeling for it, but there it is. Okay, and then you want a bolt and washer. I don't know where to give it to you yet. And then there'll be a washer and a nut once you get that through.
When I get home, I'm gonna make one of your truck.
Okay, make this one. This is my favorite truck.
That was what I was about to say.
I was just getting my buds all ready to, I already called Bruce and asked him if he could find me a 2000 model year HK60 14 liter and I was gonna do that. I was gonna rebuild it, send it off to the machine shop and get all the stuff done, and then rebuild it in the shop for Marla. And then Tim's like, oh, I want to come get that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I got it.
Give me that boy.
Oh. Hold on, don't move it. I got the nut off there by accident.
Give me that boy.
What happened?
Give me
It's
that
like
boy.
not quite,
Here, so.
not quite. There we go.
Quite available.
I'm gonna tighten these up on the bracket. I wonder if the cab will close over that filter. Does that do anything? Oh yeah, it is. Just has a long way to go. Ha! Well, now I'm gonna have to put something in there.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. You got it apart? Oh.
4.5.
Oh. Oh. I can't. Yeah, you should be able to spin the nut off. 8 fingers. It won't come all the way out. I special ordered these clamps, you know. So what I'm going to do?
They're just so flimsy with the way the damn thing.
Yeah. It's got a long way to go. How long before it's? This is really annoying. Yeah, this is dumb. Who put this down here? I don't know if that's. Yep, that is a lot better, Don. Matter of fact.
You got so much angle on
Yeah.
the roll.
Quite.
How's that? Ain't going nowhere, huh? We got this tight.
It's still loose on the backside. I mean, that's in there.
Huh? I gotta move this clamp so it's more on the pipe. It's kind of off the pipe the way it is right now. Can you push that? No, just up in the front. Push it like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like this. Yeah. And then I'll tighten this up. Is this is it good? Is it on there? I guess I should have had you do this, and I should have held the pipe. How is that? You like it? It's got a hold of it?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Like? Well, what I can do down here is this right here. Loosen this up and then give it a little How's that?
Yeah.
And then tighten it up. Okay, now let's put an elbow right here.
Yeah.
And then one down, huh?
Yeah, you used to, well, it does come down a little bit from the front.
Well, see how?
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
steps down.
Well, let's put elbow on it and see if it'll clear.
Yeah.
Let's take this one. We got to seal this fitting. There you go. Okay. Sit right up on there. Oh, that's not 6 inches. That's one bad thing. Hold on, pick it up again. Pick it up off there. I'm gonna flip this clamp over. Okay.
No, not split.
It's really supposed to be 6 inches, just so you know.
Yeah.
But you know how it is.
Yep.
Looks like a mug.
Japanese fried rice.
Huh?
Some fried rice brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna get cooked right away.
You think that's gonna close?
I don't know.
All right, let's try it.
It's gonna be real close.
Don't say that, Don.
Don't say
Well, you know what we could do? We can rotate that thing
Yeah.
so that it's almost on the valve cover.
I'm gonna
Come on, get down here.
Flush.
Give me you. Ow, mother. All right.
What's up, man?
There you be. Okay, keep clear. Here it come. Sucks, you're gonna make me have to jack this thing all the way back up. Nope, not gonna make it. Nope. So close. All right, so now we gotta loosen it up and turn it. Okay, Don, you ready to try it again? I think we can do it. You know, also, I think the bracket could be bent. The bracket could be bent in a little too, but that's okay. Let's just rotate it. You got the wrench? This is starting to become a lot like work, bro. Yeah, up is this way, yeah. No, that's down. Yeah.
Get off underneath that.
You ain't going nowhere. You'll be fine. Even if you did put that in there like a hanyak. Here. Put it in this nook right here. Put it in this nook right here.
I was trying to get it, but I couldn't see your big
Yeah.
ass elbows over there.
Yeah. Come on out of there for a minute. Go down over there. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Give me it. Watch your head. Get your little butt out here. Stick it in that corner, Don. There you go. You got it in the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. The hydraulics on this are all new, so it ain't going nowhere. I only put that there because people were bitching about the 4x4 I used because it was all rotten.
Right, that gives the metal a little bit something to sink into.
Yeah, that was by design, guys. This is this bolt. I'm really already tired of this bolt, Don. You know, if I would have been thinking, I would have brought those, put those spruts on there. I would have brought those, the other tools, and we'd have switched that bracket around while we had it coming apart again, but it's all right. This is gonna make my life easier. Don,
Never see that again.
Jameson, come get that. It's too late. You know, for a 5-minute job, this is starting to piss me off. All right, I'm gonna go and get the, take this. Yeah, that's cool. Don't worry about that, Don. Here. Take this off. I'm gonna go get the other tools. We'll take the whole bracket and everything off. And we'll get the other one, put it all on the other direction so we can get to it.
Try.
Oh, thanks, buddy. All right, let's make this happen. So you're gonna need this to cut that bolt. I'm gonna take that bracket off. Can you cut that bolt from there? You can't, can you? You want to do that rather than take the bracket off?
Yeah. Yeah, I can cut it.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want this? You want this battery? Probably help. You can blow on the end of it, but I don't think that'll do it. Remember when I asked if you could cut it and you said you could?